And we are in the game. And the one we are looking at is Geraldo as the host of the room. So let's just look how his base is looking, and the map is obviously Arena. So that's pretty sweet. Yep, Arena it is. So he has got an uncomfortable stone here. It's blocked from the side of the wall and it's close to the wall, so potentially dangerous for some raids. But well, he is a pocket, so he shouldn't be having all that much worries about it. Looking at the gold, well, kind of similar case here. So same thing, blocked from the side, might be a bit difficult to gather, but not that much. But otherwise, his gold and stone is very much safe between him and his teammate. Only problem here with this great teammate is that he doesn't have any gate here. So he might have to build one or just make a hole in his wall. And you can also see a relic right in the wall. Yeah, well, that kind of sucks. So this wall will probably be coming down. Look at the hunt here. He's already gathered his pick, or gathered, maybe it was just there. And well, it will be safe together once he decides to go for it. Otherwise, his hunt is out of the wall, so kinda standard. Looking back at this guy, he also has one boar in his base and second one as well, but the deer are inside his base, so he's a bit better off than his great teammate. Moving on to the last from RoR, that's Jon Snow. Big inside the walls. Still gathering sheeps though, and he's already deleted those useless walls to make a bit more room for himself. Another bar inside the walls as well, so pretty good spot for him. Both of these gold are very close here, so possibly if he goes for some defensive castle inside his base, it could protect very nicely both of those. And quite possibly even this one. Moving on to the beasts. This guy is already butchering a wild boar, as you can see. His gold is also kind of blocked by the wall here, so could have been better. And otherwise, nothing behind his base, so that means that his hunt, his deer are in front of his base if he wants to go for them. I don't really see... no, this is the second boar, so that will come into play quite soon as well. The pocket for beast is energy. And, well, nothing much interesting vault from him at the back, just a wolf and 2 gold piles, that's not really all that much. And he's right now moving for a mill to gather the berries, as he doesn't trust his hunt all that much. And though he still has quite some decent deer right in his base, and he is using his scout to pull them back to the TC so that he doesn't have to build a mill right there. That's a sweet play. This gold is kinda uncomfortable. You can see all 3 sides are right next to this wall. Not really all that great. But this is kinda sweet spot, and if they are able to protect it with his red teammate, well, this is a lot of gold for them. This scout is not really going anywhere, so let's just switch to red, what actually he sees. And he doesn't see really anything, so he's just kind of forgetting to scout, probably concentrating on something else, and well, he was concentrating on this wolf probably, and he's trying to build a mill on his hunt that is outside his base. That's not ideal, but yeah, at this early stage of the game, should be kind of fine. He although has double mill already, so he's kind of inefficient on the wood here, I would say. And he's already butchering the second bar, so that's kind of okay. What is... These back walls are kind of useless. He's already deleted one to have a look what's there. Nothing, and nothing on there as well, so these are just some empty walls here. Relics are placed kind of occasionally, close to each other bases, so that should be more or less fine. Just this one in there. And let's have a fog of war and see how guys are scouting. The red is finally doing something at least. And how's it looking for Archibald, who we just saw? Oh, he was just scouting around his base, it seems. And right now he's just out and trying to gather his herds, his herdables back to the gate, keeping it open through the sheep. Oh, that's a nice play from him right there. one inside safely and will be free together for him. Moving on to some other guys. How are they scouting? Geraldo. Well, he was kind of aggressive here and he wanted to see what his enemy pocket is, and he right now sees that it is Ernachi. So let's have a look what the guys are actually playing. Sorry. And we can see that Geraldo is Goth, Bank from BeasTs is Mayan, and then for RoR and Jon Snow Aztec, and Archibald, yep, Archibald is the last, and that's Mayan. These are Mayan, Spanish, and Persian, so quite some different civilizations, so that should be a fun game to see. Whose choice was better? For some other scouting, let's check, for example, nothing. Yeah, he was just looking at his opponent that is right next to him to be sure that he knows the lay of the land right next to his base. And Johnson just now saying that he is going to for monks. We are slowly closing in into the times when guys are advancing to feudal, as you can see on the spectator dashboard. The first one to advance will be Geraldo, and the last one right now Archibald. But these are from the same team, so pretty much same. Just signaling that these deers are here for the taking, and nobody seems to be paying any attention to them. But it seems like a flare from nothing actually, so I'm not exactly sure what he was showing. But yeah, anyway. Guys are advancing, and right now we are at the deal, and he's already dropping Blacksmith together with Market, so that he has a good line of sight. That's it for the moment. Moving on though to other guys, standard start for everyone, trying to reinforce his walls more or less, so that he has a decent wall once his opponent's breaches, if that happens. Other guys, well, everybody doing the same thing, not really any surprise here yet. So that's just a race for a faster castle age, it seems. And yep, as you can see, already guys clicking it, Geraldo is the one leading the advance times. Pretty good wall. Probably if he wants to trade with his blue teammate, they will have to build a wall somewhere closer to this wood line so that it's better protected. Not really any problem. And otherwise, only one with a bit of a problem at the wall department really seems to be just Gray that is having all kinds of trouble here, and he will have to do something about it if he wants to trade with his teammates, because this is really rather unfortunate. Guys slowly advancing into Castle Age, so soon we should be seeing some first action when the first military buildings are dropped for each of the teams. And where is the castle going to go? First it's the second TC. Yeah, that's a reasonable play, of course, and it's right next to this stone. It's kinda curious placement, blocking all those. Well, not really blocking, because Willies can obviously move under the TC, so no, that's just me from the Age of Mythology where you couldn't do such a thing. But here it's a great placement and it's the most efficient ever. And you can see that Red is going for an aggressive castle right here, trying to steal gold from Grey. And well, that's a pretty important play. And Grey tried to do something about it, but just now saw that an eagle is right there waiting, together with both scouts of the teammates of Red. So yeah, that is dangerous, and RoR definitely have to pay attention to this. A bit of fighting here on the eagle. This may be going to pay with his life if yellow corrects plays correctly, and he did, and deal together with Red helped him to kill the eagle from the Grey. So nice. You can see that Jon Snow is really going for priest, just as he said earlier. And he will try to make life difficult for his opponent as he can. Right now, though, this guy is going for defensive castle in his base to protect the gold. That is kinda at risk. And these priests going to find some villies here for conversion before something happens? Quite possibly. The castle from red is up though. And you can see that Bank is already going into Imperial Age, so he's really storming through. He's really storming through it, and he is Mayan, so that's going to be a lot of bloomed archers and strong ones pretty soon. Already trying to destroy the wall, which he should probably manage quite decent time. This castle is up, so no luck for the priests. Eagle just needlessly died there, unfortunately. And, well, where are those other guys? Just waiting here. Okay, so that's just a siege workshop from green. Let's just switch into his viewpoint, Jon Snow. And first siege ram is here. And already taking the relics, of course, when he's going to priests. Why not? So that's the first veteran ram knocking down the walls of Teal. And right now, does he have some army ready? No, not really. And he's not even advancing, so he should kind of start doing something right now. Probably similar to what Red is doing right now. Already preparing with some siege workshop and for some mangonels to pop out. Now he's spending yeah, just reacting on his attack here. That should be a cause for Teal to be afraid. And to be honest, it actually might. Because he doesn't have anything. And is he at least building something? Which into nothing. Ah, yeah, a few conquistadors are being readied. So let's have a look what each of those players are doing. Yellow so far nothing interesting, just a lot of farms and a bit of a boom in here. But that's kinda it. Red in his base nothing worth mentioning, and is Grey trying to defend for his teammate? Well, he's just his teammate himself. He's already having a pretty decent echo boom here, as in Mayan of course. And that's a difference between him and Red. Red is going for aggression here as a Mayan, whereas Grey is going for a strong echo. So let's see what actually pays off for each of those players. Switching into Bank. Is he already? Yeah, he's already having quite a decent army of Pluntaches garrisoned inside his castle. So that's going to be a bit of a surprise. Once they all pop up, or rather out. And Geraldo just now asking if Archibald can actually survive for a bit until he does something. Because right now Geraldo is the one that is probably just booming. Let's see how many town centers he has. Yeah, he has 3 TCs, 4 TCs actually, so yeah, he's going heavy for boom. And he's hoping to melt strong echo and do something with that. But you can see that Bank is already through the walls together with an army, and oh my, it's a drop, so we will have to restore. Ah, that's kinda unfortunate. And continue with the game. So, what was happening here? Red was inside the base of Grey. So let's just check that. How is he going to do against his opponent? You can see that Grey uses these houses quite nicely to build a second wall. That is a bit more powerful than this stone wall, as it takes a little bit more place. But still, he will be really threatened soon, right into his castle, and it's not like he has a whole lot of army right now. He's just now trying to build a bit of plumes here. And, well, he was trying to go around, but without any luck, and you can see that Grey is right now just making sure that nobody goes through. And first trebuchets are here, and second castle as well. So that's really a brutal siege here on Grey, and he will have a lot of worries to actually defend. You can see that Grey is still in castle age, not even advancing. And once this castle is down, well, he's going to be in all kinds of trouble here. And he will need help from his teammate Blue. He really should be preparing to do something. Right now building his first castle, it seems. But nothing yet. And finally Grey, yep, made the room in his wall so that his teammate can help him as soon as possible. Moving on to the top though, you can see that green is already through and doing basically the same as red, and together with his priest, his siege rams are doing a pretty decent job trying to take down this castle, and well, he has to be careful though so that he doesn't lose those units needlessly. Switching on to the green, that's Jon Snow. It seems like this castle could be coming down, but you can see that Teal already has a mangonel, and that's a pretty decent defense against all those siege rams. So, with a bit of good shots, he'll be able to defend himself quite nicely. And second mangonel just coming in into the battle, and well, this will come down to a bit of micro between those mangonels and any units from the green. So green is not really doing all that well right now. But on the left side, you can see that red is doing a whole lot better than green. He's already taken down gray's castle. He's right now trying to build at least a second town center, but those mangonels, well, red has to be careful right there, so that he doesn't lose all those units. And oh wow, that was a heavy shot. And also doesn't lose all those trebuchets. He has 3, which is pretty decent. But if they were to be killed, which they won't now because red has already killed the mangonels, well. Grey is really in a very bad shape. And blue is right now advancing into Imperial Age and doing a whole lot of grades. So once he comes in, he'll be pretty strong. So I'm not exactly sure what yellow is right now doing. He's just now advancing into Castle Age. So yeah, he was slinging. That's what he was doing, obviously. And well, it might be time for him to join with his teammate into attack onto Grey, because once blue joins in, as a Goth, well, he will have a pretty decent army in Huskarls against those blues. In the middle here, blue is trying to secure the safe trade route and safe actually highway for the release from Grey, who is right now running into blue's base. And how's it looking here? Well, green is having fun taking down walls, not really trusting himself to go into some all-in war with Teal. So he's just gathering forces right now, trying to be ready for anything that's there. Well, blue is having quite a lot of barracks right now. Let's switch into his viewpoint how many units he actually has garrisoned inside. Yep, quite a decent army of Huskarls, so once they pop out, tough times coming in for red, as he will be kinda outmatched there, just by the combination of the units. It's not really any combination. Red's trying the most as he can right now to kill the release, but Grey doing the right thing, just bottlenecking this part of the map and not allowing anything from the red to go through. And you can also see that blue is not really all that concentrating on defending his grey teammate. He's also going for an aggressive push here against yellow, and I'm pretty sure that nobody from yellow's team is actually aware of this. Let's check into Fog of War, and yep, it's definitely hidden. Only this, you could possibly see that there's something being built, but they don't know that yet, and it will be a pretty nasty surprise right there. Right now, red has conceded or thinks that Grey is dead. Well, not really. He probably could have killed him altogether so that these gold mines are not really there for the taking, but he is switching sides, and right now he's moving into the middle to try and battle blue, who is right now not needing to go into left, so all he can do is concentrate his military units on the yellow. So what's red going to do now? He's trying to switch his battle into blue. Oh well, that's going to be a massacre, I think. Already having pretty decent upgrades here. How's it for red? Well, also pretty nice actually. So yeah, he's pretty strong right now. He's pretty strong right now, and obviously blue as a Goth has a problem that once his walls are down, he cannot build new ones, so he will have to be careful so that nothing bad is happening. At the same time though, green has pushed through Teal and is basically destroying him. Not as fast as red destroy grey, but still doing a pretty decent job as the base TC is down, you can see, and still doing a lot of converting of units. Yeah, those greens are definitely not originally green. It's just stolen units, and pretty decent job here. Pretty decent job here from green, so far it's kinda 1-1. But at the same time, blue has already broken through the walls of yellow and is rampaging through his economy, and he's doing pretty decent job at that. And I can see that yellow has a ton of idle farms here, so he's not really having a good eco, and he's being raided pretty hard by blue. Pretty hard, and is red doing enough here? Well, he's been outmatched by all those units, obviously, and right now he's retreating with these trebuchets. I'm not exactly sure where, but yeah, he definitely needs to push very hard. He needs to kill blue faster than blue can kill his teammate yellow, and that is kinda happening right now. And considering that deal is more or less dead due to green's very strong attack by the priests and siege rams, well, this is not starting good. This is starting to look not very good for Spanish beasts. You can see that at least yellow has put up the castle, but still Huscarls have very decent defense against piercing, so not really any problem. Will we see a full-on battle here from those Huscarls into the plumes? I kinda think we should. Red is trying to build another offensive castle right here at the doorstep of blue, trying to house him. That's not a bad idea, because if blue has to build a whole lot of houses right now out of nothing, well, that would slow him down, at least for a moment. So this castle seems to be pretty much safe, as blue is not in a position to put him out of this place, but at the same time blue is doing a pretty decent job at the top, trying to destroy El Nachi. Right now he's going into Imperial, and he more or less stopped the raiding, although the damage has already been done, so it's kinda just waiting here. And, well, will he be able to take down the TC before it researches Imperial Age? I kinda think that he shouldn't, and he's maybe going to shoot for the castle first. Yet he is, so the Imperial Age should be more or less fine. You can see a lot of mass Huscarls right there, and a whole ton of plumed archers right here as well. He's through the walls of blue, so he will be rampaging his economy quite soon. Just probably not aware of this. Let's check at the bank. Is he aware of this? No, he has actually no idea that gold mine is still there, and he could kill some villies, so not really cool for him. Yeah, trying to attract those Huscarls right under the castle fires, so for some supporting fire. And well, that's a decent play as it goes, but still you can see that the guys in blue are not dying as fast as red would hope. But still dying at a decent rate, and blue decides to take it slowly. But at the top you can see that green has finally totally killed teal and is right now advancing into yellow as well. So this should more or less be a very hard situation for Beast to come back from. And right now yellow is being hard doubled. And well. Not really sure that yellow can actually do anything about it. Does he have some nice economy? Ernachi? Possibly. Just 39 wheelies, that's not really enough, so yeah, probably doesn't have enough to do anything right now. He's not even running anywhere. Teal was trying to relocate to his red team base, but that's kinda too late, and I'm afraid they won't be able to do anything at this point. So yep, this base is definitely taken, and there's a lot of grey who has just run away from his base without too much damage to his villies, so he's kinda safe. And it seems like red is not really paying any attention to anything at the top of the map, and he's just trying to kill his opponent blue, and that's his game. That's his play of this game. He just wants to prove his worth, and that he's the one that's going to destroy blue. The top player of the scores right now. Well, he's not doing a bad job of that, but, well, it's kinda worthless when you see that yellow is dead, teal is dead. Yeah, and blue is not really paying any more attention here, he's just leaving it to green, and, well, right now it should be more or less a 1v1 between blue and red, and once red loses a bigger amount of units, it should be it, and we should be heading for game number 2, I think. Red built a second castle, the town center right next to the gold. Trying to make his presence known at the forefront of blue. And we can see on the minimap that green is already taking on the third enemy, so he has destroyed teal, helped destroy yellow, and right now he is at the doorstep of red. And we see first GG's, and that's it. Okay, so that was pretty decent play. Very nice play from red, I have to say. He really played decently well, destroyed more or less grey, and made a lot of trouble for blue, but his teammates couldn't really handle it, and teal lost to Jon Snow kinda easily and just couldn't muster enough strength to defend the pocket of Ernachi, who was slinging there. So let's have a look at the achievements. And well, MVP, Jon Snow and Bank, obviously. Pretty decent army and unit skill from Chanaldo. Yep. And in economy, he was also the best, yeah. He had pretty decent boom in there, so kinda expected. And Jon Snow wasn't really far behind. You can see resources distributed here that Ernachi was slinging Bank, yeah, as was kinda apparent there. And well, in the end, it didn't pay off, even though the advances are pretty decent from him.